Here it is. Here's him practicing. Like he's doing like how Aldo moves, and then he's doing how he moves. Bam! Is this a one-off fight, or are you back?
The best boxer. You say the best boxer. We're gonna see. We're gonna see now.
Brother. This is not his last fight. I'm gonna go there. July 11. I'm gonna handle business. We're gonna have a rematch at the end of the year.
But Max is a different fighter now.
Is he? Is he really? I don't really see it. I don't see vast improvements. In fact, the improvements he made was after the fight he had with me, where he adopted some of my moves. But then what did he do? We went on to win the world title. So I sunned Max when I fought him last, and I plan on doing the same again in more devastating fashion.
Joe Rogan has spent years talking about what made Conor McGregor different from everyone else. It was never just the power, the timing, or the precision. It was the confidence. The belief that when McGregor walked into a fight, he genuinely expected to finish it. That's exactly why so many people have become fascinated by the latest footage coming out of his UFC 329 training camp. Because for the first time in years, that same confidence appears to be returning. Every new session, every public appearance, and every clip released online has people asking the same question. Are we about to see a completely different Conor McGregor? It's not just the physique that's caught everyone's attention. It's the way he's moving. The explosiveness looks different. The speed looks sharper. The intensity during training feels like something we haven't seen for a very long time.
It's like a musical. Music to my ears it is. Rob, you know, I'm out so long, 5 years. My body's fresh, my mind is sharp. I'm ready to come back. I've got a great opponent. I've got a great deal off the UFC. I'm very, very happy. They honored me, finally, I will say. So, July 11th. And the opponent is a man that I have beaten before in Max Holloway. So he is an established fighter, an accomplished fighter, former UFC world champion, multiple times. So this is a quality opponent. Indeed. And our last bout was martial arts mastery by yours truly. So I plan on doing it again. I plan on showing my growth, you know, and my improvements in there. So I'm very, very excited for it. Preparation is going very well. We're living, breathing, and sleeping in the gym. Literally, here we are. I live in the gym. I have a base here, and I have a base in my coach John's gym, and I go between them both.
And many people throughout the MMA world believe there's a genuine reason for that. After years of fighting injuries, recovering from a horrific leg break, and constantly answering questions about whether he'd ever compete again, McGregor finally looks like somebody whose entire focus has returned to one thing: fighting. That alone changes everything. For years, fans questioned whether the hunger was still there. McGregor had already achieved what almost nobody else had managed inside the UFC. He became the biggest star the sport had ever seen.
To be fair to Conor McGregor, there is only one Conor McGregor, and it's not a character.
It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality.
But don't expect the same thing.
How could
you just can't.
He hasn't fought in 5 years,
That's
right?
exactly it.
It's been 5 years.
But that's the problem.
It might be more.
Because they're going to all expect that.
I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6, I think.
It might be 6 at the time of the fight.
It might be.
I think
it's
July.
5. I think it's 5 right now.
Are we expecting to see a Conor that looked like Nate this last fight? Or are we expecting to see a better Conor than someone that looked like Nate? Because Nate did not look good.
But the thing is, Max has been in constant high-level competition the entire time. Won the BMF fight, beat Dustin, like constant high-level competition.
That's right.
It's a different thing.
Won world titles in 2 divisions and changed the business of mixed martial arts forever. But now, there's a different feeling surrounding this comeback. Rather than defending a legacy, it feels like he's trying to build an entirely new one. McGregor himself has hinted that this version is different. He's spoken about feeling healthier than ever, training at a more natural weight, and developing new movements and techniques that people simply haven't seen before.
McGregor or Holloway? Whoever loses is bad. It's just, Holloway can't lose to McGregor coming off the couch doing all the shit he's been doing. And McGregor can't afford another loss.
If McGregor loses this fight, is he done?
It depends how he loses.
Got it.
If it's like he gets steamrolled, it's just like, damn, dog.
Really?
It should probably
hang it up.
Should probably call this one curtains.
I mean, I think he's talking about re-signing a whole fight deal and a bunch of new fights and the whole thing. I mean, we saw the needle he's moving with the tickets and how fast it sold out and what's going on there, right?
Yeah, but everyone's excited. Like, he's excited. He's got that fight feel energy right now.
Yeah.
I know I was going to come back. I learned a lesson in that lapse in concentration in the camp in preparation that I have since adjusted. And you know, that's why I think I'm only warming up here in this game. I really, really believe I'm only warming up. You know, I used to always train a certain way, throw certain shots that the fight game has never even seen. Many shots I have in my arsenal, the fight game has never even seen.
Whether that's mind games or genuine confidence remains to be seen. But it's added another layer of intrigue to what was already one of the biggest fights of the year. Of course, none of that guarantees success. Standing across the octagon will be Max Holloway, and that's exactly why this fight has become so difficult to predict. The Holloway-McGregor defeated years ago no longer exists. Today's Max Holloway is one of the toughest, smartest, and most experienced fighters on the entire UFC roster. His cardio is legendary, his pace rarely slows down, and his ability to absorb punishment while continuing to pressure opponents has frustrated some of the very best fighters in the world. If anybody is capable of testing whether McGregor's comeback is truly real, it's Max Holloway. That's why opinions remain completely divided. Some believe McGregor's extra size, improved conditioning, and renewed motivation could produce the most dangerous version of his career. Fighting closer to his natural weight means less stress on his body, better recovery throughout camp, and more energy once fight night arrives. If that's true, the precision, speed, and knockout power that made him famous could become even more effective than before.
Oh, I see Max and Charles starved themselves the last time out at 155 pounds for the BMF. I didn't think there's anything BMF about it. He was the baddest man in a sauna. So I'm a big boy now. 170 pounds is my frame. And I like it. I thought I'd give a gift.
Well, I like it as well.
And say, this is what it should be. Instead of fighting and cutting him. You know, let's do it properly.
Others aren't convinced. They point toward the years away from elite competition, the possibility of ring rust, and the simple fact that time waits for nobody. Holloway has continued evolving while McGregor has spent much of the last few years rebuilding. Timing, reactions, and confidence can all look incredible in training, but the octagon presents an entirely different challenge. Stylistically, though, it's almost the perfect matchup. McGregor wants patience, distance, and perfectly timed counters that change fights in an instant. Holloway wants pressure, combinations, and a relentless pace that forces mistakes over 25 exhausting minutes. Whichever fighter succeeds in imposing that game plan will almost certainly control the contest. That's what makes UFC 329 feel so special. This isn't simply a comeback. It's a chance to answer every question that surrounded Conor McGregor for years. Was the injury the beginning of the end? Or was it the setback that created an even better fighter? If McGregor wins, the UFC suddenly has its biggest superstar back at the center of the sport, opening the door to enormous fights and another potential run toward championship gold. If Holloway wins, however, he'll finally prove that the young prospect who once lost to McGregor has become the superior fighter after years of growth and experience. Either way, one thing is guaranteed. When that cage door closes, the entire MMA world won't just be watching a fight. They'll be watching to find out whether the most talked about comeback in UFC history is about to become reality.